Now, you may not know this, but 90% of what you've been told about building a spiritual business actually is the thing that's keeping you broke, frustrated, and probably a bit annoyed and fed up by now. I know, because I've spent £25,000 upward learning this the hard way. But what I discovered actually built me and my clients £100,000 spiritual businesses that I loved and create a great lifestyle. And today I'm revealing the blueprint that you need to know in order to do that. And so here's what we're covering. Firstly, the lie that keeps 99% of spiritual business owners struggling. We're going to talk about the 3-pillar system I use to attract high-paying clients, the spiritual shift that changes everything about money, which is essential, and the £10,000 mistake that nearly destroyed it all for me when I thought I'd made it, and obviously how you can then avoid that as well. My name's David Marshall. I've spent 35 years in spiritual development. I had my first out of body at the age of 3 actually, and I've spent the last 25 years creating multiple 6-figure businesses for myself and other people. And if you want to manifest clients, you want to scale your impact, grow your income without selling your soul, if you want to keep your values and also win at the game of marketing, do subscribe, because most of you watching right now aren't actually just subscribed to the channel yet. So let's dive into the video. Here is the biggest lie in the spiritual business world that is still around today, that if you're truly spiritual, money's just going to flow to you naturally, easily, effortlessly. And I believed that for years. I thought if I meditated enough, raised my vibration, trusted the universe completely, that clients, money would appear in my bank account effortlessly. It would just manifest. But here's what actually happened. I ended up spending over £25,000 on courses, coaching, certification. I had all the spiritual knowledge in the world. I could channel, I could heal, I could teach new spiritual ideas, brand new insights, better than most. And yet I was completely broke. And I remember sitting in my car after a really successful, in inverted commas, healing session, which went really well, but I charged £35 for a couple of hours work. Everything takes longer than you think when you're trying to help people. And I realised I just made less than minimum wage. The rent was due, the bills were piling up, family to look after, and I really began to wonder if I was cut out for this or if I'd done something wrong. And then it hit me that spirituality and business aren't opposites. They can't be. They need to be dance partners. But most spiritual business owners are simply trying to dance with their eyes closed, with very limiting ideas. Now, the 100K blueprint isn't complicated, not for anybody. I've done it, you can do it. It's built on 3 pillars that most spiritual coaches completely ignore. The first one is niche down to stand out. Stop trying to help everybody with everything. It's impossible. I went from being a spiritual coach to helping spiritual business owners build 6-figure businesses without burnout. It's different. Instantly, ideal clients knew that they could see themselves in my message. The second is price for transformation and not time. I was charging £35 an hour and it was crazy. I started to charge £3,000 for transformations. And when you solve a £10,000 problem for £3,000, it seems like a bargain. Clients get results, they feel good, you get paid properly. And most spiritual coaches, unfortunately, simply never make this shift. They think that charging more is not spiritual. But here's what I learned. Number 3. You need to market your mission and not your methods. That bridges the gap. Stop talking about chakras and energy healing. Start talking about the results that your clients are actually going to get. I help spiritual business owners go from struggling to scale. It's very differently from I'm a certified Reiki master who you can get more help you get more clients. And these 3 pillars transformed my business in 3 or 4 months. I actually felt a lot better immediately. And the real breakthrough came when I understood the spiritual principle behind it all, which is that money's energy. We hear it all the time. And energy flows where it's valued and directed. That's the important bit. When I was charging £35 an hour for healing sessions, I was unconsciously telling the universe my gifts aren't valuable. I was operating from lack and not abundance. And of course, I got the clients that I kind of deserved. They could feel it. They treated my services accordingly. And when I started charging what my transformation was actually worth, something shifted in me, shifted in my clients. I wasn't just helping people feel better for an hour, I was changing their entire relationship with themselves, with money, success, and their own spiritual journey, spiritual gifts. The key is that the universe doesn't respond to your needs, it responds to your expectations, your deepest core beliefs, and the signals that you're putting out. And when you value yourself properly, when you charge for the transformation you provide, when you show up as the expert that you really are, with confidence, and that's what maybe you need, that's when the magic happens. So I realized I wasn't serving anyone at all by staying small. It took me a while. My clients needed me to be successful so that I could help more people. And so my mission required money to scale. Charging properly wasn't selfish. It was actually part of the service and my service. And this changed everything completely. But I almost lost it all. I lost my way because of one massive mistake. Got my first couple of high ticket clients, did my first 10k month. I got cocky, thought I'd figured it all out. And I got greedy. So I invested the £10,000 in some high level, high ticket mastermind that promised to 10x my business. Now this coach didn't know me or my business, told me to completely change my messaging, my offers, everything. And within 60 days, my income went from pretty good to zero. My audience got confused. My ideal clients couldn't find me. They didn't resonate with me. I'd abandoned everything I was working for out of greed, chasing somebody else's formula. So here's the line that I wish somebody had told me before I signed up, which is that success does leave clues, but your success leaves your clues. So go back to basics. I had to go back to my 3 pillars, my niche, premium transformation, mission-based messaging. Back to signaling to the universe consistently, one platform, one lead magnet, one clear call to action. And back to conversations rather than marketing complexity, talking to real humans. Conversations lead to consultations and clients. And of course, that's what works for all of us, especially in the age of AI. And within those 3 to 4 months, I was back to consistent income and feeling good, not by hustling harder, but not by waking up at 4 a.m, that's for sure, but by working smarter, aligning myself with clarity, consistent goals, and the universe and my values. So let me ask you, which of the 3 pillars do you feel strongest in? Which one needs fixing in your business? Just let me know in the comments. Any questions, I read every one and I'll answer them. And if this opened your eyes, please do subscribe. So this channel is where we expose myths, share real psychology, spiritual development, and grow the next generation of conscious creators. And if you want help mapping out your business, then you can grab my Build a 10K Business training. The link is in the description below. And for the next video, watch my video, which is why 99% of Reiki masters stay broke. It will open your eyes a little bit more. It shows you exactly what happens when you ignore this type of blueprint and, of course, how to fix it. That's it for now. Have a great day. Hope you enjoyed the video.